Of the NBA live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan along with Tim Legler and Greg Anthony. And our reporter on the sideline tonight, Allie LaForce. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Bradley Beal.
And sometimes you have to adjust your game as Father Time starts to take a toll. And I think we've seen that. He's still a valuable contributor. And look, what he may be doing less in terms of raw scoring output, his veteran presence certainly offsets.
Now let's take a look at the starters for New Orleans. Jones and Williamson in at the forward positions. Jordan Poole is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Messi in at the 5. And for the Clippers, out on the perimeter, we'll see Beal and Leonard. The pair up front, that'll be Collins and Zubac. And it's Harden in at the point. And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Kicks it out to Leonard. Clock at 6. Los Angeles with a fresh shot clock. Zubac, that's good.
And it's always... nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Tyronn Lue gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. We talked about how to play defense against DeJounte Murray. Coach said, well, DeJounte has made it no secret he plays better with the ball in his hands. So obviously we want to force him to give it up and act as more of a shooter whenever we can. That's easier said than done, but even if it happens a few times, that can change the game. Kevin?
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. So here we are, Greg, for another clash between these two teams, the second in a row. And we'll see many adjustments.
No question. They learned a lot about one another in that first game, and I expect they both fine-tune their approaches here tonight.
Al Harden following the three-point attempt by DeJounte Murray. Kicks it out to Collins. Pass to Harden. Over Jones. Harden, no good. New Orleans has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Count that bucket.
That is right within Murray's wheelhouse. He looks for any opportunity to get a mid-range jumper.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Well, you won't find many point guards with better physical tools, Tim, than DeJounte Murray.
Well, Kevin, he's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. That makes him disruptive defensively, and he is more than capable on the other end.
Here's Harden. Zion Williamson making his last shot. Leonard, that's for 2. And that one, no good to start him off on the night. The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Over to the left wing. Williamson against Collins. Williamson left side. And it's John Collins with the rebound. Clippers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game.
He's an absolute beast to deal with for the defense. Sometimes he can even leave you feeling helpless.
Outside, Jones. Pass to Williamson. Over in the corner, Poole. Misses the 3. The Clippers leading. To the paint. Here's Beal. That falls. Nice speed that time from Leonard. Beal's got 5.
Yeah, offensively, Beal is a smooth operator.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. The Pelicans also changing it up. Queens checked in. And Hawkins subbed in for Jordan Poole. Now here's Williamson. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Here's Queen. And again, New Orleans has no luck. Clippers leading by 3. Ball outside. Pass to Jones. Now Bogdanovich. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Paul for 3. Pelicans with the rebound. 35 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Williamson with it. Outguarded by Simmons. Williamson in the post. Simmons is there. And it's Williamson missing. Simmons dishes to Bogdanovich. Paul outside. Pass to Lopez. And he banks in the layup.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And that does it for the first quarter. Clippers lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, the coaches preach ball movement, and we saw exactly why in that first quarter.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. We've got Harden. Derek Jones is out there with Brook Lopez. And it's Chris Paul. And it's Bogdanovich in at the small forward position. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kev. The Clippers last season inaugurating the Intuit Dome after for years sharing an arena with the Lakers. Kawhi Leonard said it helps having a home base for you rather than being a roommate. Coach Tyronn Lue said it feels so good to have a place to call your own and just call home. Guys?
And looking to protect it. Okay, thank you, Allie. Here's Queen. James Harden picking up that last basket. Pierce's shot is off.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss.
I'm told now by our producer, do we have him, guys? Okay, we do. We have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Well, this summer saw Hall of Famer Joe Dumars put in charge of the Pelicans front office, returning to his home state of Louisiana. He talked about it being the right place, right time, right people in New Orleans. And he's looking to ensure it's super organized, classy, and elite organization.
They'll get there for sure. Hey, Shams, thank you very much. Brownie's checked in for the Clippers. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Bogdanovich off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Poole. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, how about the focus by Poole completing that play?
And Los Angeles with some changes. Collins comes in for Brown. And it's Leonard in for Paul. And New Orleans also making a change. Yves Missi, he's checked in for Looney. And GA, a lot of the best defensive teams in the league have some stout zone looks they can go to. Where do those in a game come in handy?
I mean, often it's a way of challenging opponents to make perimeter shots, but also you want to show different looks just to kind of disrupt the rhythm of a team's offensive flow.
Yeah, he's got to be mad at himself for missing that one, especially considering the defense didn't really affect him.
Pass to Missi. And here is Williamson. He is covered by Bogdanovich. And Williamson throws it down.
What a dunk by Williamson, putting on a show for these fans.
Outside Collins. Leonard against Jones. Inside, deflects the pass. The drive by Williamson. And Williamson throws it down.
And he is capable of just shredding a defense. That's the explosiveness we've talked about so often with Zion.
And Tyronn Lue wants a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Lopez. Beal comes in for Bogdanovich. And Chris Paul's subbed in for James Harden. DeJounte Murray, he's checked in for New Orleans. We've got 1:55 left in the second quarter. Paul passes to Beal. Fires from deep. They get it back. Zubac. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
Well, Zion is listed at 6'6", but he plays much bigger than that, and you love the confidence he's showing right now.
Now here's Leonard against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Connects from three-point range.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
And one of the more skilled offensive players in basketball, Tim, is Bradley Beal.
Kevin, whether it's fair or not, he is judged against that hefty contract. It's a lot to live up to, but he's certainly capable of lighting up a scoreboard.
Williamson, just 3 to shoot. Bank shot, no good. Los Angeles leading by 3. Outside, Beal. 40 seconds left in the first half of the game.
Those are the ones you definitely have to make. Sometimes there's just enough defense to make a miss.
Becoming a true force on the offensive glass. Love how hard Collins goes after those second chance opportunities.
Now here's Murray. Last game we saw him score 13. Misi's shot is good. Misi's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Leonard against Jones. And here's Leonard. Zubac a screen on Jones.
Well, that's a tough rebound there to secure, but he put all of his size in there in order to secure it.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Clippers ahead. They lead by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
He took a lot of good shots in the first half, also made some contested shots, playing with great confidence.
You know what? And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. It's been quite a game for Bradley Beal.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters,
TGIF, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. We're bringing it to you live. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Now we get a chance to check some stats for him.
And during the last 5 games, he's been a force on the boards, really throwing his body at rebounds and trying to grab as many as he can. And that kind of effort has been noticed by his coaches and teammates.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Colin Sexton out there with Chris Paul. And it's Beal in at the small forward position. And for the Nets, Dimon at the 1 with Thomas at the 2. Porter Jr. and Clowney in at forward. And it's Sharp in at the 5. And for the guys who changed teams in the offseason, Clark, how long do you think it takes them to learn a new system?
I think it's a couple things. I mean, one, a lot of teams in the NBA use similar terminology and run similar sets, so that helps. But you've got to be a fairly quick learner. And then, depending on how complex the system is, that usually can impact how quick you pick things up.
Now here's Paul. Fires the 3. Here's Zubac. Nails the baby hook.
Look, I'm going to tell you right now, Zubac is the first guy defenses need to check out, or else he's going to inflict major damage on the glass.
Here's Thomas. Six on the shot clock. Takes a 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard who brings up the ball for the Clippers. Pass to Beal. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. Leonard looking over the floor. Over Sharp. And the shot no good. A bit short.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Clowney. Here's Dimon. Oh, he tries a 3. And again, it's the Nets missing. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Beal gets it to go on the assist by Sexton.
His position might be shooting guard, but Beal has no problems taking it inside.
Beal against Porter. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Well, one thing we're seeing with both teams in Los Angeles, managing the contract lengths of their aging veterans with an eye toward free agency in the next few summers. With Paul George leaving the Clippers, and for the Lakers, LeBron James perhaps eyeing the door here. Not everyone is happy with the approach, but they're sticking to it for now.
Taking that long view approach. All right, Chums, thank you very much for that report. And he can't get the first one. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
He hits the second from the line. Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Pass to Dimon. Outside Sharp. Over to the wing. Here's Dimon. He's guarded by Paul. And here's Porter outside. Thomas misses.
0 for 4 to start this game. Some of it's execution, and some of it's just bad luck.
Leonard passes to Beal. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now here's Porter. In his last outing, 10 points for him. Pulls it from the top of the key, and he hits the jumper.
And finally, a made shot. They look a little relieved after that one.
Pass to Sexton. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's a three from Paul. Rebounded by the Nets. Thomas outside. To the inside. It's stolen by Leonard. For the finish. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
So much fun to have Leonard operating in the open floor.
Thomas outside. Pass to Sharp. To the middle. And then Porter with the dunk.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Beal against Porter. 6 to shoot. Beal, the pass to Zubac. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Zubac really has a good feel and understanding of how to work off of the screen. He can run these sets virtually in his sleep.
Getting the ball inside, usually a pretty good recipe.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Here's Paul. No made baskets yet. He drops it from range.
If he can find the look outside, Paul's going to take it. Don't expect him to hesitate if he gets that look.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Those who've worked with Nets coach Jordi Fernandez rave about his people skills. He said, quote, "Am I very good at it? I don't know, but I try because I think it's important. When you have that relationship, especially in the tough moments, is when you can break through and be successful. Without it, it's tough, so you try to build it." Yeah?
Thank you, Allie. And we just got Shams Charania on the line. Shams, I understand there's some big NBA news. Can you fill us in?
Thanks, Brian. With anticipation leading up to the trade deadline, the Hornets front office has not been idle. They've secured Brook Lopez, who could be a major asset for them. Perimeter shooting, high-level defense, rebounding, rim protection. Lopez does it all. They really believe adding him into their front court will elevate their game on both ends.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. Here's Dimon, following the three-pointer by Los Angeles. Pass to Porter. Will it go? And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Only in quarter number 1. He's put in 4 out of 5. Great start.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Los Angeles.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Well, Clark, for over a decade now, the Clippers have essentially been a staple in the postseason.
Yeah, B.A., they sure have been. They've only missed the playoffs twice since 2012. Staying competitive during that stretch, despite a great deal of roster turnover and some major injuries to deal with as well.
Here's Thomas, following the score by Los Angeles. Outside man. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
And they may have talked about shot selection coming into this.
Porter against Leonard. To the paint. Here's Simmons. Yes, and it's Leonard with the assist that time.
You can't help but look toward their defense. They're totally lost.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And that one's good, man.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
And so it's Brooklyn with it, following the score by Los Angeles. Down low. And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, the power from Thomas. A well-built 2.
Beal outside. 1:14 left in the first quarter. Outside Simmons. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot. On target from range. And the Clippers lead by 10.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Some changes for Los Angeles. Jones, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Flowers comes in for Bradley Beal. 56 seconds left in the first quarter. Back to man. There's a screen. 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. He buries it from 3. Man's got 8.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Outside Jones. 27 seconds left in the first quarter here. Batum's shot is off. Nets trail by 7. Pass to Whitehead. Got it up. A free-flowing first quarter. Great scoring through 1. It's Los Angeles leading by 7. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
Terrence Mann is out there with Powell. Then there's Johnson, and it's Wolf in at the center position. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Now here's Simmons. Pass to Mann. From 10 feet away. That one a little long. Nets trail by 5. Powell outside. Starting the second quarter, about a minute gone. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Brooklyn shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
And this year they haven't quite been able to maintain the free throw percentage they had last season.
Now here's Mann. Still without a bucket. Yep, that one goes. And the Clippers lead by 4.
You know, he's become more perimeter-oriented over time, but Nick Batum more than capable of scoring inside.
Johnson against Simmons. The shot by Johnson, no good. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Los Angeles leading by 7. On the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Chris Paul out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Beal in at the 3 slot. Now here's Leonard. From downtown, rebounded by Porter. And so Porter will bring it up for the Nets. Here's Dimon. Shoots a 3. Sexton there for the rebound. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Rebounded by Porter.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
Ooh, the shot misses. So the Clippers win it. And they barely squeezed out the win.